Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by fields of golden wheat, there lived a mischievous cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was known for his curious nature and his never-ending desire for adventure. He had sleek black fur, bright green eyes, and a tiny white patch on his paw. Now, Whiskers' favorite pastime was chasing after mice, but the mice in this village were a clever bunch. They lived in a tiny mouse house under the big oak tree at the edge of the village, and they had built an intricate series of tunnels and hidden doorways to keep themselves safe. The mouse family, led by the wise old mouse named Morton, devised clever ways to avoid Whiskers. Morton had taught his family everything about the art of speed, secrecy, and stealth. The mice often shared stories and giggles about how they managed to escape Whiskers' clutches. One sunny morning, Whiskers sat on a branch of the oak tree, watching the fields below. Whiskers rubbed his chin thoughtfully as he surveyed the entrance of the mouse house. "Today," he announced to himself, "I will catch a mouse." He straightened his back, flicked his tail, and dashed down the tree. As Whiskers approached, the mice scattered, diving into their tunnels. But he was determined this time. He quietly crept up to the entrance and waited patiently. Little did he know, Morton had set up a grand plan to outsmart Whiskers once and for all. Inside the mouse house, Morton gathered his family. "Listen up, everyone," Morton said with authority. "We know Whiskers is coming, and today we put our plan into action." The mice nodded, their eyes wide with excitement and determination. Morton had devised a plan using a piece of cheese and a very long string. "We will lure Whiskers, but only if we work together," Morton explained. The mice nodded, each of them assigned a specific task. The plan was set in motion. Morton placed the cheese just outside the entrance, while the string was tied through the tunnels to the back exit. When Whiskers saw the cheese, his eyes glinted with hunger. "Ah, a prize," he thought, and he slowly crept forward. Just as Whiskers stretched out a paw to grasp the cheese, a mouse tugged the string, and the cheese darted away into the tunnel. Surprised, Whiskers followed the cheese, not knowing he was being led on a wild chase underground. Whiskers was fast, but the mice were faster. The string pulled the cheese through the tunnels, and Whiskers, in his eagerness to catch his treat, was soon tangled and confused in their maze. The mice giggled from their hidden nooks as they watched their plan unfold. Finally, frustrated and hungry, Whiskers realized he had been outsmarted. He squeezed out of the mouse tunnels, his fur covered in dust, and pretended to shake off his defeat. Morally humbled yet amused by the cleverness of the little mice, Whiskers leapt back onto the oak tree, perched himself on a branch, and watched the mouse house with newfound respect. And from that day on, Whiskers and the mice cohabited peacefully, for Whiskers had learned that sometimes, it's not about catching your prize, but about admiring the cleverness that lies in the smallest of creatures. And every now and then, he shared a smile and an amused nod with Morton, the wise old mouse who taught him a lesson he would never forget. And so, the village thrived under the golden sun, with the mice and Whiskers writing new stories of friendship and fun.